Hello friends, welcome to the first day of Vlogmas. I am so super excited. I will be doing 2 vlogs a day, one for the soccer stuff and then one for Vlogmas. So I don't want to get you guys down too bogged down with soccer stuff. I know that's not what most of you guys are here for. I might mention an occasional thing, but that's about all. So the match is about to start off, and I wanted to open the first couple of advents. I'm super excited. I'm wearing a new pair of Christmas pajama pants. They have little dogs on them. And I'm wearing last year's Christmas Eve cast-on socks. So I am super pumped. I'm gonna open my tea advents, the candle, and then, yeah, so we'll do that. I wanted to get this done real quick. I'm not gonna open all of them, and I'm thinking that this year I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I've seen it done on other Vlogmases, where instead of talking through each of the yarn advents, I will just do a little video clip of it, and then like a 5-second where it just sees it with some music playing in the background, non-copyrighted of course, and then I'll put the next one as a finish of what that looks like. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll try it for a couple days, and if we don't like it, then I'll go back to the old way where I just hold it up and talk about it. But I just thought that that would be something different to try this year, and maybe make my vlogs a little bit shorter for you guys, because I know there's a lot of people to follow, and so I don't want you to have to be like watching hour-long videos or something. Anyways, so every day the first ones that I'm going to do are my tea ones, the small little cross stitch one, and then my advent socks, the striped ones. I think that's the most manageable, and so I'm going to open those for you now for the first day, and then I'm going to normally it lets me pause the match, but it's not letting me pause right now. That's really frustrating. So, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so during the match, I'm going to be working on so first thing I'll try to do is this. Then the next thing is the socks. I want to stay caught up on those. So today I do need to finish the cuffs and then do the first stripe for that set of socks. And then for the other set of socks, interesting. Every other time it's let me pause it, because I'll sometimes pause it and then I'll catch up, like fast forward during halftime. Anyways, so after this, so first I'll do the cross stitch, then I'll do the advent socks, and then I'm hoping to maybe in between the matches be able to come back with the bigger ones. But I was hoping to brew the tea before this match started, but it just took me like an hour to get myself going. I took a shower and just hoped to like freshen up a little bit, but I was slow moving, to be honest. Oh, it looks like Croatia's trying to score. Could get an early goal. Anyways, so this is the tea advent that I made for me and my sisters and my cross-stitch friend Martha. So I made these in the summer, so I don't remember what teas I put in here, and several of the teas I've never tried. They were tea of the month ones, and I just never tried them, so they'll be a mystery to me. I do remember what's in this day, and that's the first couple of days I wanted to put like multiple teas in, so that if there was a tea that someone was picky about and didn't want, they didn't have to drink it. They could sub out from one of the first 2 days where there's like 4 teas in them. Like, for example, my mom doesn't like mint at all. And so I think there's one day that has a mint tea. And so this will allow her to switch that out and various things like that. I don't like nut flavors. Anyways, so in there, in each envelope, I have the teas, and I also have a little blurb that I wrote up about it. I tried to put the ingredients, and so for the first days, I said, it says day 1 Irish breakfast tea, and it's berries, Trader Joe's, Twinings, Taylor's of Harrogate. So if they were just single packets, I put them in an envelope, like a little baggie, so that they would not, so that they'd stay safe. So this one's Taylor's of Harrogate, this one is Trader Joe's, and this one is Barry's Irish Breakfast Tea, and then Twinings was in a packet. So there's 4 teas in that day. And I said, a year ago, I started a cozy mystery series that talked about Irish breakfast tea all of the time. So I started a mission to discover which one tastes the best, Trader Joe's, in my opinion. Spread these out over the Advent or substitute it for a day you don't like. So there is that. Now I'll open the Plum Deluxe tea. These are the herbal teas. I'll use my little envelope opener. Okay, strawberries and vanilla herbal. It's rooibos tea, hibiscus, rosehip, apple essence, strawberry, raspberry leaf, strawberry and vanilla essence. I will try this, but in general, I don't like strawberry flavored things. Like, I only like real strawberries. I don't like strawberry ice cream. I don't like strawberry, like anything, like anything else. Strawberry candies. I don't like strawberry teas or whatever. So I'll still make it, but not particularly the best start. But anyways, I also have I got a new Christmas tea mug. I snuck it into the house as my husband thinks I have too many. And so I wanted this one because, first of all, that is so festive, but also because my teas are cooling off way too fast. And so I'm hoping that having the lid will help it stay warm, so I could like take the lid off, take a sip, put it back on. I washed this in the dishwasher last night, so it is clean. So those are the teas. I also have my new tea steeper that I am going to be able to use. I do find these Plum Deluxe ones from the Advent calendar that 34 ounces is about good for it. So the other thing that I'm hoping to do is, normally I put this in my big mug, and then I have to wait hours before I can try it. So I'm hoping that I can put a little sample in a littler cup and then the rest in the big cup, so that I can at least try it earlier on in the day. So next, let's open up the Stitch Marker Advent, and that's because I'm hoping to be able to use these on the socks. So welcome to Adorn. So this is what it looks like. Hi Kate, welcome to Adorn It 2022 Christmas Countdown Club. We are proud to present your 25 days of Christmas stitch markers. Thank you for making Adorn It a part of your holiday season. This is my 3rd year, I think, doing them. We would have loved to make every day of the countdown Christmas themed, but that would result in multiple Santas, Frosties, and Rudolphs. Instead, we sprinkled in a few winter themed days that will add cheer to your winter knitting beyond the holiday season. We hope you are delighted each day of December as you open the packages. First, the administrative information. Packages are numbered 1 to 25. They are designed to be open on December 1st through the 25th, starting with day 1. We thought you may want to open the yarn in the bag the first day, but if you aren't going to cast them on immediately, they would make an excellent finale for December 25th. So I already opened the bag. That was in the prep video because I'm going to use it with one of the Advent projects. It's totally up to you. Each package features a clue relating to the content. We include some interesting facts, riddles, and dad jokes to help with guessing. We intended for the packages to be found inside each bag on a small piece of paper. However, the boys helped us package the countdown this year, and we had more answers left over than intended. Please feel free to message us if you're missing an answer. Just for fun, we included the Knitter's Christmas Eve poem by Nancy Maserani. It was first published online December 24th, 2007. May your needles and knitting be decorated as well as your tree this holiday season. Happy knitting, Steve and Steph. And so I'm going to read the poem real quick. That's why I read this whole thing, so that I could read the poem. And I haven't read this poem before, so this is new to me too. All knitters, a knitter's night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all around me was unfinished knitting not under the tree. The stockings weren't hung by the chimney with care, 'cause the heels and toes had not a stitch there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, but I had not finished the caps for their heads. Dad was asleep, he was no help at all, and the sweater for him was 6 inches too small. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I put down my needles to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tripped over my yarn, and fell down with a crash. The tangle of yarn that lay deep as the snow reminded me how much I still had to go. Out on my lawn I heard such a noise, I thought it would wake both Dad and the boys. And though I was tired, my brain a bit thick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. But what I heard then left me perplexed, for not a name I heard was what I expected. Move Ashford, move Lopi, move Addie and Clover, move Reynolds, move Starmore, move Frolic, move over. Patent don't circle around, stand in the line. Come now, you sheep, will work out just fine. I know this is hard, it's just your first year. I'd hate to go back to 8 tiny reindeer. I peered over the sill, and what I saw was amazing. 8 woolly sheep on my lawn, all a-grazing. And then in a twinkle I heard at the door Santa's feet coming across the porch floor. I rose from my knees, got back on my feet, and as I turned round, St. Nick I did meet. He was dressed all in wool from his head to his toe. His clothes were hand-knit from above to below. A bright fair sweater he wore on his back, and his toys were all stuffed in an Aran knit sack. His cap was a wonder of baubles and lace, a beautiful frame for his rosy red face. The scarf round his neck could have stretched for a mile, and the socks peeking over his boots were argyle. The back of his mittens bore an intricate cable, and suddenly on one I espied a small label. SC was duplicate stitched on the cuff, and I asked, "Hey Nick, did you knit all this stuff?" He proudly replied, "Ho, ho, ho, yes I did. I learned how to knit when I was a kid." He was chubby and plump, a quite well-dressed old man, and I laughed to myself, for I thought up a plan. I flashed him a grin and jumped up in the air, and the next thing he knew he was tied to a chair. He spoke not a word, but looked in his lap, where I'd laid my needles and yarn for a cap. He quickly began knitting, first 1 cap, then 2, and for the first time I thought I might really get through. He put heels in the stockings and toes in some socks, while I sat back drinking scotch on the rocks. So quickly like magic his needles they flew, that he was all finished by 1:45. He sprung for his sleigh when I let him go free, and over his shoulder he looked back at me. And I heard him exclaim as he sailed past the moon, "Next year start your knitting sometime around June." That's so funny. I love that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So the first day, it says merry and bright. The word merry in Merry Christmas was not always accepted because being merry used to signify slight intoxication. Let's see. It could be something that's merry, or it could be something that's alcohol related. Let's guess it's something like maybe a round thing with the word merry on it. What did I do with my letter opener? Okay, there's 2 stickers, a Santa one, and he's kind of creepy in this one. And then a snowflake, which is quite nice. And there's something that was on the back. I didn't know if it was like a puzzle or something. Ooh, a nice bit of candy. And, okay, this one won't work for my socks because it's for bigger needles. It might work for one of my knit cross-stitch projects. And this one says, Merry Christmas. Very nice. It's on like bronzy looking stitch markers. So I'm hoping one of today's projects will let me use that. If not, then I mean there's plenty more to open. Next up we'll do the candle. So day 1. Isn't that cute? Day 1 is Ginger Snap Pumpkin. Ginger Snap Pumpkin. It smells alright. I almost feel like I smell vanilla, but I hope not. And a lot of times waxes will smell better once they're lit. So I will get this lit and then have it lit through most of the day. Apparently you're only supposed to have them lit in like 4-hour increments, and so we'll see about that. Okay, the final one I have is my cross stitch one. It says we're starting with DMC 975. Okay, well, oh, brown. Okay, she did write brown. So it looks like there's about 30 stitches, maybe 30 to 40, I'd say. So that shouldn't take long. Oh, and there's a little needle minder in here. I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, that's so cute. It's her little profile with a Santa hat. So I will be putting that on the project. With that being said, I am going to end this right now. This is going to be a long first day, but you know, that is how it is. So I will come back later with more Advent-y things to open and do. Bye. while I still have a minute, I thought I would, today's jam, it was rhubarb strawberry, and considering it was a strawberry jam, it was okay. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I would not buy it again, but it wasn't the worst strawberry thing I've ever had. So apparently today is strawberry day, as the tea is also strawberry. It's still too hot to drink, but I included some video on how the tea steeper thing works. So it looked like it was properly steeped, so I will know that in a little bit. Okay, more later. Okay, so I am going to roll for the first whip wrangler challenge. Now, when I was explaining it before, I did get something wrong, and that is that you roll the d20 to determine what whip you work on, but then you roll a 6-sided die to determine the number of stitches that you do. So it's not a set like 300 like I thought. So I'm going to do that. So first I'll roll the 20-sided one to see what I will be working on first. Number 16, which is Royal Holiday Queen. So a Mirabilia to start it out. And how many? Only 100 stitches. 100 stitches on the Royal Holiday Queen. So I will pull that out in a little bit and try to do those 100 stitches. That's not really a big deal. So yeah, I'm glad that it was a relatively low amount. The one thing I will say though is that for Mirabilia, I'm not going to bother to put them on floss drops. That's just way too many different colors to do that. So I might try to do that one slowly, like as I work on a color, I'll put that color on a floss drop, but I'm not going to put all of the colors on. So yeah, I will work on that in a little bit because I still need to work on a few other things, but just thought I would draw for that now. We're at halftime in the Germany versus Costa Rica match, so I had a minute. Okay, I'll be back with more later. Hey friends, it's been a while since I have posted any vlog content, Vlogmas content anyways. Today's been a suck day. First of all, Germany got eliminated from the World Cup. If you watched any of my World Cup vlogs, you'll know how passionate I am about the German national team. And Germany won the game, but we still got eliminated because Spain lost their game and we needed them to win or maybe even tie. Either way, Germany's eliminated. I finally caught up in one day of soccer, so now I need to edit the vlogs, which is why I'm here, because I need to show you guys my Advent projects so I can work on them while editing. And I thought that the granny square is going to be the easiest one to work on while editing because it doesn't involve a lot of thinking. So I'm going to open my yarn advents for you. I'm also going to give you updates on my other advents. So, the tea. I was not expecting to like that at all. Because I don't like strawberry. But I actually think it's a 4 out of 5. The vanilla taste was a lot stronger than the strawberry, and so it was like a smooth cup of vanilla tea, and I really actually enjoyed it. So because I'm done with the tea and I'm still thirsty and the day is still long, this is the sample packet that they sent in my advent, and I'm gonna go make that. It's called Slowly Unwind Herbal Tea. It's honeybush, linden flower, elderflower, and elderberries, apple pieces, strawberry again, blueberry, which I hate more than strawberries. I like real strawberries. I hate all blueberries. Raspberry leaves, rose petal, and strawberry blueberry essence. So that's a lot going on in here. But I'm gonna brew that and then get to work. I finished the section for today on the cross stitch advent, and it was 40 stitches. That's a lot more than I think any day from last year's, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to make little guesses on what I think it might be, and right now my guess is a house, like maybe this is a window, but we will see. I don't think you can tell because of my chair, but over there is the first card hung up on the first little reindeer. And then in a couple of the cross stitch groups I'm in, that there are daily advents that have how many stitches you need to stitch for that day. And so they're always more than 40 stitches. So I needed to work on something else. And instead of working on my whip wrangler one, I pulled out this one. And I did 200 stitches on this, you know, instead of doing the knitting stuff I'm supposed to do. So I did his nose, his sweater, this part. I really, really, really am loving this. So I'm so glad I started it. The candle, once I lit it, it smelled a lot nicer than my initial reaction. Yeah, some things just smell better when they're, I burned it for about 4 hours and it was completely liquid, so I blew it out because it said you were only supposed to do it for like 4 hours at a time. So I'm about ready to light it again while I work and craft. My husband is at the office at the moment, so I have been doing some tracking. So these are the advents I've completed so far for the day, and these are some of the Vlogmases I've watched. I made myself a playlist on YouTube that I keep adding Vlogmases to, and let me tell you, I did not have enough lines. I know that there are still 2 blank ones, but that's because I'm having trouble deciding who I want to put there because there's so many good vlogs. I did discover an ASMR Vlogmas where they're going to do little Vlogmas updates. Like the first one was 11 minutes, and I love ASMR. I'm picky about who I like, but I do enjoy it. It helps me relax. And so I watched the first one, and it's Melange ASMR. She is in Austria, and so she opened up a candle advent, just like the 4 pillars of the candle, and then she had another little advent with just pictures, and it was very nice. It just 11 minutes, but it was so relaxing, and so I really did enjoy that. So yeah, I have a lot more to watch, but I have enjoyed the ones I've watched so far. Oh, my husband loved the jam. He gave it a 5-star, and I gave it a 3. It was strawberry flavored, but not as bad as I thought. So I decided what I would do here is I'd be the top line and he would be the bottom line, and so I'll just put mine and his ratings. I'm the only one drinking the tea, so here I gave it 4. I almost gave it 3.5, but the more I drank it, the more I liked it, so I bumped it up to 4. I was feeling generous. This is today's chocolate advent. I'm not going to show you the chocolate and the candy advents every day, but it is the first day, so we're going all out. I'm about to enjoy him while editing. And this is the little jelly beans. So, I mean, there's not a ton of jelly beans. And I think this flavor is watermelon, and that's from my Harry Potter jelly bean advent. In the advent over there where my husband put some 5-gram minis, this is what was in today's. He picked the minis. And so this is the one of the first day. I will be making a little Battenberg square out of that, and then the rest will just go into the scrap bin, which I'm happy to increase my scrap size because there's some scrappy projects I want to work on. And so this is a simple project that can easily be done while editing. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Which brings me to, well, actually, let's do this first. The Harry Potter Advent over there. I think I did it last year for the first time, but I didn't realize there was this little book. So all of the Advents, the little ornaments, are in different order. So this is the first one that I did. And that is the Golden Snitch. And this is the page that accompanies it. There's that drawing. And it says, in the Wizard sport of Quidditch, the team that catches the Golden Snitch is awarded 150 points, which usually wins the game. The digital artists made sure the gold-plated prop was reflected in Harry's glasses whenever it was near to him. Well, that's interesting. I've never noticed that, but I only watched each of the movies once. So I'll have to check that out. But anyway, so that's the one for today. I'll go put that on in a little bit. So finally, let's open these 3 yarn ones. I'm so excited because I have literally no clue. I did not do peaks this year. Why did I not bring over scissors? I clearly was not using logic. Come on. You would think. But I don't want to use my nice little snippies, but I guess I will. I don't want to get them sticky. Okay. So this is the Harry Potter one. Ooh. I hope she named it. She did. So this is Gillyweed. Oh, this yarn is so soft. So squishy. So that is the first one. Let's do the Lord of the Ring one next. So this is the Lord of the Ring one. I'll be doing the Radvent calendar with it. And she named these ones too, which is awesome. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I really love that. And this is Gandalf the Grey. She has very pretty handwriting. Look at that. Gandalf the Grey. Oh. Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait. So the final one is the first one in the Fade Advent. And this is A Court of Thorns and Roses. So this is the moment of truth. Is the coloring gonna be like how I thought? And I got this one on a sparkle base. Oh man. This is beautiful. She did not name any of hers or even put on a little label with the number. Oh my gosh. I hope that is capturing the luscious dark blue. So beautiful. Oh man. I cannot wait to start this project. Now I'm wondering if I picked the right project for it. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. I'm doing the anthology throw. So those are the yarns for today. And so I'm going to wind them up real quick. Well, I should probably only wind one at a time. Well, I'm going to get the Battenberg square and the Harry Potter one wound up, and then if I finish them, I will put in a little picture, or I'll come with an update. We'll see. But I need to get editing because there's a lot to do today. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.